Thank you very much. So now the floor is again with Spela, and she will tell us about what the path is. So what is in the next year? Please listen carefully. Actually, we all ask you for help. We do need your help, and the help is not impersonal. It's very personal. So if we want to make it personal, everybody is involved in this room. Often we speak to conferences where people are more on the phones than on the conference. This conference is obviously different. You can see that immediately. You know, you have the biggest ticket in the game. Help us join these tickets and joining it personally. So we are entering in a way where we would like you to feel that your part is a part of the mosaic. A mosaic, in mosaic, every piece counts. Every piece counts. And that's your role. And Spela will tell you how we are going to build the mosaic and how we will finish it in a year's time. Spela.
Thank you, Gregor. Everybody hears me well? Yes, it's okay. And this is for Gregor. This is to push here. Yes, okay. Okay, so I hope I'll manage this presentation because it's very personal and I've already seen some families cry. It's very personal for us, actually. So, okay, let's try this. I push it here or here? Ah, yes, okay. So all of our families here, we just wanted to become parents. We wanted to become parents who would be watching our children take their very first steps, who would be hear them saying mommy or daddy for the first time, who would be seeing them play with their siblings or friends, and finally, who would be watching them become independent one day. I think this is the dream of every single parent, anywhere actually. Instead of enjoying first moments, we need to deal with fear and uncertainty, what the future will bring. And we all know that this is not what we envisioned for our children. And the acceptance is difficult because we need to deal with it every single milestone not being achieved. And this is Urban, and he's the reason behind this foundation. As Gregor said, he has birthday today. He just turned 5. And instead of celebrating his birthday, I'm here fighting for his future. And actually, I'm not very happy he has birthday because that means we just lost another year of the development we will never get back. You can see here the letters and the numbers that at the beginning didn't mean anything really. Most of the people, even the researcher and the doctors, doesn't know how to pronounce CTNNB1. The media is even worse, I know, because I've been there 3 years. But few letters and numbers didn't mean anything at then, but now they have changed our world. As you can see here in the figure, CTNNB1 syndrome is linked to many, many challenges. To the patients, to our children, but also to the family. But what does it mean to actually have a child with a CTNNB1 syndrome? It means that you probably won't get more than 2 hours of sleep per day. It means that you may never be able to see your child walk or talk. It means you may visit many specialists and doctors to manage the spasticity and the blindness. It means that you may never go to the restaurant because your child cannot sit through the meal. And it means that your child may not get accepted to the childcare because they cannot manage. And the list goes on. So when my son was diagnosed with CTNNB1 syndrome, I was much more hopeful. I thought he would be doing much better, but he's not doing very well right now. His spasticity started to kick in. And so if we would be living in an ideal world, I would go to the doctor, to the Damian, and he would give me the diagnosis, and then he would give us the treatment. But unfortunately, we don't live in that ideal world. for example, like other children do with SMA or AADC, for example, children who were unable to hold their head or talk or walk are now learning how to walk and speak. And I really, really hope that's also the story for our children. At this moment, there is no treatment, nothing that would help our children, but we are changing that. 4 years ago, me and my husband took all of our savings from our bank account. My family also helped. And we started a nonprofit organization, put all of the money there, and started fundraising. I have left my full-time job, which I love, and have been devoting my life to progress this. Not because I wanted to, but because there was no other option. And so today, it is not uncommon to see patient organizations pushing for the treatment solutions. There is even a platform that exists to help us do it, like Open Treatments, and many, many, many mentors, many other rare disease patients who I have found through Effie Parks, sitting here with us, through her podcast, Once Upon a Gene, which is just an amazing podcast. You should all listen, not just research, but also symptoms. It's everything there. I do it when I run, and I put my headphones, and I enjoy there. And so I feel incredibly lucky that I have been supported by many rare disease leaders, including Julia Taravilla, she's here with us today, but also Pat Furlong, Amber Fried, and Terry Pirovalski. They're someone I look to. If everyone is moving forward together, then success takes care of itself. This program has received an incredible support from many, many, many researchers around the world. We have collectively chosen to fight CTNNB1 back. And first, I would like to thank Dr. Damian Osredkar here with us. He was actually the first person I turned to, and he's still with us today. We are all so grateful to have you here. We cannot describe with words. But also, I would like to thank Dr. Roman Nirala. He's also with here today, and all of his team for making this program move faster and also cheaper, because some of the things are made and tested actually there. I would also like to thank Dr. Leszek Lisowski, who will be coming a bit later because his flight got just delayed. And also Andrea Perez Iturralde, she's there. She's actually the person behind the majority of work. She has done preclinical testings on cell and also on wild-type mice, and she will explain everything later. I would also like to thank Shivang. He's, I think, there backstage. Yes, he's here. He was here last year as well in Madrid. An amazing researcher helping us. And he will also have a presentation on epilepsy, and he will be taking the online questions today. But also Rodney Somako, he might be joining online, and Edwin Chen, who was helping us the genotype-phenotype study. Some of you participated. But also I would like to thank Dr. Lauren Cevey and the whole team of Oxford and all of our medical people and the physiotherapy people. We have right now, I think, around 30 medical team who will be doing examinations. And as you can see in this room, nobody is here. And that's because they are working, and they're working for free to benefit our children. We are so, so humbled. Our community is one of the best to work with. We are very motivated, and we are global, and we're unified. In 2016, one of the parents made an initiative and made a Facebook group. And we are all there together. And since then, we have now 6 different nonprofit organizations in different countries, all fighting for the same goal, to have a treatment for our children. So just wanted to acknowledge that. And Ana Gonzalez and Emily will have a lecture, a quick one, just to show the collaboration efforts we have been doing the past year. We are so proud. And I'll just briefly explain the activities that we have achieved in the past 4 years. So in 2021, we have founded the nonprofit organization. We have grouped our medical and research team. We have started the genotype-phenotype correlation study, and the constructs in Australia for the gene therapy have been developed. And then we have developed also disease models, so cell and animal models, and we phenotyped them. So we looked at the characteristic of that disease models. We also participated in regulatory meetings. We did the efficacy study. We had last year a very good conference on first international CTNNB1 conference. We did additional in vivo testing that will be explained more in detail by Andrea. And just this year, we started the manufacturing process, which means that we are in a next step. And Christina here from Viral Gene will present that process, also the timelines. And we have raised altogether, with your support, 2.5 million to do this. So, as I mentioned, last year we organized our first international CTNNB1 conference. Around 125 participants came in person and 200 watched the online version. I wanted to highlight that this conference is still available online on our YouTube channel, anyone who wants to see it. But this year, we wanted more. We wanted to include not just the scientific conference, but also the natural history study, because we are moving to the point where the treatment is going to be ready for the patients. And we need to be ready as well, our children and as a community, to have good data. So we don't need to have a control, but our children can be their own control. Okay. And yeah, also the childcare, I have forgot to say, I would also like to thank Magda Malinowski and her whole team from Polish. I don't know if they're here. No, they're probably, yeah, they're probably hi. Yes, thank you very much. They came from Poland, from the kindergarten that Magda organized, and they will be taking care of the activities, different activities and childcare. Thank you very much for your support. Okay, so when my son was diagnosed with CTNNB1 syndrome, there was only one treatment in the development. This is small molecules. But right now we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 different treatment strategies in different developmental phases. So while we are mainly focusing on the gene replacement therapy, we are also supporting the RNA therapies at the National Institute of Chemistry. We have spent 3 years and 9 months working to come to this point. We have in our hands a successful preclinical program for gene replacement therapy. We don't know whether this treatment is going to help our children, but I would not be prioritizing my life and the life of my family if I wouldn't really believe in this. We are almost there. And so now I would like to share the CTNNB1 Foundation estimated timelines. In our children, time is not money, it is the brain that is developing and that they will never get back. Whoever is working with me know that I'm especially sensitive to time. I'm always pushing for every single day. And I will continue to do so. So if we would be following a normal process of manufacturing, which is do one thing after another, we could get the treatment ready by end of 26. But luckily, we have an amazing partner at Viral Gene who understands our program and understands our needs. And so we are trying to do many things in parallel to try to reduce the timeline. The below is the timeline with the start to have the treatment ready in 2025. This may still change, and Christina will tell you more about this. I'll just briefly explain the income and outcome so you know where the money is going. So our foundation is mainly funded by our generous donors and sponsors and families. I'm happy to say that a lot of percentages, so 97.5 go for research. It is a very high percentage. We are supporting mainly preclinical research, gene therapy, and animal development, but also manufacturing and clinical trial preparation. As of today, we have around 700,000 on our bank account ready to operate with. And we thank all of our families for their support for fundraising. Many are not here because this was not updated, and I apologize in advance. And I would like to stress a special thanks to the Asociación Spain, so the Spanish CTNNB1 organization, who has been our partner in this, fighting together, fundraising. I've seen many posts on Facebook, and I'm really, really grateful that you are here with us. But I would also like to thank the CTNNB1 Cure and Connect and the Association CTNNB1 France, CTNNB1 Italia, Little Miracles for Kids, Association CTNNB1 Portugal for their valuable support, and many, many others who have made donations. Your efforts have not been unnoticed, and we are very, very grateful for you. But this is not done yet. We still need a lot of money to be raised. And so this is the estimated cost between the next year. And altogether, the money will go for some regulatory support we need, toxicology, manufacturing, clinical trial, but also some natural history study with organizations. And as of right now, we still need 1.2 million to raise. I don't have doubt. I know we will do it. But we have only 12 months. Otherwise, our children will start losing time. So we need to hurry. In rare diseases like ours, there are no mechanisms that would support fundraising, and it's usually on the backs of our parents to fight this battle. I know because I have been fundraising for 3 years. I don't like it. I really, really don't like it because I'm used to doing things on my own, and with fundraising, you need to ask people. And we were not always successful. Here on your slide, you can see that Ronaldo was visiting this hotel actually a few months ago. And of course, I went with a brochure. He didn't mind, he just went. And also I sent a donation request to Nike because I felt our motto, just do it, we just do it, kind of resonates with what they do. But we really try. We really keep trying because I think this is the only thing we have in control, our effort. And so in Slovenia, we have gained visibility in over 100 media exposures. You cannot imagine how much hard work that was behind in exposing the family, the children. We were working a lot during the week, during the weekends. Many medias, but also it was important for us to have kind of a conference exposures. And so we also participated in some conferences, but also in a documentary film in rare diseases. And we have also organized some other campaigns. And here I would like to thank Društvo Palčica Pomagalčica. If they're here, no, they're probably working. So they have been with us for the past 3 years, helping us with some of the actions. For example, we tried to get Slovenian Olympics to support the research, to take a photo with Urban 5. We raised 100,000 euros with that campaign. But also, if you know famous Luka Doncic, we didn't get Ronaldo, but I think Luka Doncic is good enough. He's a famous baseball player. Yes, I was traveling with I have a thing on presidents apparently. So I was traveling with an old and small car called Katarca, which was very famous in Slovenia last year. And I was traveling to 12 different cities with Urban and have events there. Was trying to build chain of hope from city to city, from heart to heart. And we raised around 60,000 euros with that. And also we were selling Urban's lottery tickets in all main gas stations in Slovenia. And I have to say that my parents and close family were actually driving the tickets to that gas stations to reduce the cost. So we were really, really trying. And we sold the majority of tickets. We are very proud of that. And yes, those are just lots of pictures. We had many events, as I said. We were working 3 years, and I also want to thank Slovenia for helping the media, because we couldn't do this without them. We had many events, and also we organized some concerts with, of course, support of many people. And with this final campaign, which is the concert, we have reached our goal of 2 million euros, and we raised 260,000 euros with that. And I just want to stress out that it was very important for me that we had many events, and we were very, very respectful to the people in Slovenia. That was very important for us. For example, we tried so hard with every single event, not just to ask for money, but also to give something to people. And I would like to finish by saying that we all just wanted to become parents, but we have become so much more. We've become advocates, tirelessly working to build a better future for our children, and lending our voices to the ones that need. We formed a warm and supportive community and made amazing friendships around the world that will last forever. We still want to help our children, but it could happen that we may be too late for them, or that it's not going to work for them. But knowing that our efforts will contribute to more generations and children to come, I think it is an amazing, great source of comfort and pride. Thank you all for listening. Thank you all for joining. I hope I find everyone and have some time to chat. Thank you.